Hey guys, John here. Just wanted to kind of document what I've been up to for a while. Today I go in for an MRI brain scan at the local VA in Palo Alto. I was just there 2 days ago for some x-rays and also talking to neurology. I was there a couple weeks back for 2 days as well. This is something that's been in the process now for nearly 3 years, ever since I got out in 2016 of the Army. Dealing with my TBI, as well as PTSD and ADD, ADHD, but also all the other stuff with like my knees, my hip, my back, and everything. But just wanted to document this today because this is my first time ever doing an MRI brain scan. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to kind of highlight that in this video, being the first one, but definitely not the last, and also to document the process of getting all this done. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead, head on the road, head on up to the VA in Palo Alto, and maybe show you guys a little bit of the traffic. Right now is really foggy here in Monterey. Looking forward to getting hopefully some sunshine there in Palo Alto, and maybe even getting some lunch in before my appointment at 2. So until then, later. As you can see now, we're starting to get into the Bay Area. We're in the lower part. We're in Gilroy. I am going to stop for food, but I'm not going to stop at the first place. I'm going to stop at the one in Morgan Hill because it's less busy. It's one of my favorite places to go. After living all throughout the United States, I lived in Michigan, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. I did training in Virginia, Louisiana, all different places. So I tried like Steak and Shake. We actually have a Steak and Shake in Santa Monica when I went to UCLA just this past month. I'm actually going there again this next week. But from like, I've had Five Guys once. I've had it one time, and I was not impressed. It's just a big greasy burger, and the fries are greasy. The bag was covered in grease. If you're into that, that's fine. I had it near Pigeon Forge when I went to the indoor water park where I stayed there with my family for a couple days. and we tried it. None of us liked it. But I have tried it. Not a big fan. My favorite place to go to in Michigan in Grand Rapids was Get 'em and Go Burger. That was the little drive-through little shack just down the street from where we lived. And I can easily go there during lunch when I worked there in Grand Rapids at a local retailer. McDonald's, you know, you got your big chains and stuff, but my favorite go-to burger now, I grew up with Big Boy, Bob's Big Boy, and I love Bob's Big Boy. My grandfather got me hooked on Bob's Big Boy, but the nearest Bob's Big Boy now is all the way in Burbank, LA, and I'm not driving that far for a Big Boy burger. And that's a treat that I get only when I'm down there and I have time to do it, and it's been years since I've done it. But my favorite go-to burger place, if I'm not making it myself, is In-N-Out. So I'm gonna stop here in Morgan Hill at the In-N-Out, grab myself some lunch, and then we're gonna continue on the road to my VA appointment for my brain scan and the MRI. So I will get back to you in a bit. All right, we just got finished with the In-N-Out. Got my drink, had to do a quick refill. I'm not gonna videotape myself or record myself eating. There's plenty of those out there. Great lunch. I did, however, pick up a 70th anniversary t-shirt for myself, extra large. So happy to have one of these. Put that to the side. Now we're gonna get back on the road and continue on to the VA in Palo Alto. I will see you again when we get there. So as you saw, we just pulled into the VA here in Palo Alto. It's a large facility. The one that you saw, the big building, that's the main building. But there's all these other buildings surrounding it, as well as an actual hospital behind it to the right side. I'm actually here almost an hour before my scheduled appointment, which is good, especially since 2 days ago I came because of traffic and accidents on Highway 101 from Monterey to here. what usually takes about a 2-hour drive took me over 3 hours. So I was what, 45 minutes late to my first appointment on Tuesday, so I had to do that after my second appointment. I had 2 appointments that day, one at 9, one at 10. And because I was late to the first one, luckily he was able to schedule me right after the second one. And then right after that, they scheduled me for x-rays. So that was a long, late morning, early afternoon. Then to drive back home. And then when I got home, I think I mentioned it before, I received a call from the VA here, and they wanted me to schedule an MRI. And the earliest they could do it was today, which is 2 days after I was just here. So I'm here for my MRI, my brain scan. This should be interesting. They usually, from what I hear, they take 30 to 60 minutes. I will try and take some shots inside if I can, as much as possible, because I do want to document this for myself as well as you or anyone else going through this process with the VA. So I'm going to go ahead and head inside. It's a lot cooler there. Right now I think it's like almost 90 degrees here. So we're high 80s in San Jose, right? And we're Palo Alto. In Monterey it's foggy and cold. So I'm glad I just brought t-shirt and shorts. So we'll go inside. I'll check in and go from there, and I will see you in a bit. Alright, so over my shoulder here, you can see where I went to do my MRI. They were actually able to get me in. It's only 1:58. Only took about 20 minutes. So they kind of look familiar because it's the same spot I did my chest x-ray or chest scan. So happy to get it over with. Time to go home.